guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria and I'm really excited for this video because we're going to be talking about pageant basics, and I think that I want to do a whole series on pageantry, but I think like for the first video I'm just going to go over the basics of pageants and like what kind of system is good for you and all that. So let's go ahead and get started. So for starters, how I got involved in pageantry was I saw this ad on Facebook for NAM, which is National American Miss, actually on March 18th of 2016, and so I competed in NAM of July 2016, and I didn't do that great, especially because it was my first year, but honestly it really depends on how much practice you put in and all that other stuff. But it was a really great experience, and I was pretty proud of the scores that I did because it was hard, and there was a lot of girls. There was 154 I think in my division, in my age division, so that's really hard to make top 25 out of that. But I don't know, it was a really great experience and I really loved it, and I'm really happy that I did it. And this year I am actually competing in less than a month. I'm competing in Princess of America, which is it's another pageant system, but I am really excited for it because I really honestly I just love the system too. And I'm not going to be competing in NAM, but I'm going to be competing in this other one, and I'm really excited, and I'm just excited to know what God's plan is, and just yeah, I can't put it into words. But basically pageant basics, okay, finding the right system for you, it can be really hard because I was kind of nervous. With NAM, I kind of just got really drawn into it because it was when I went to the open call, it was all natural. It was you don't have to wear makeup, it's your score isn't based on beauty and all that stuff, and I was like, yes, this is my platform, this is what I embrace, is not having to wear makeup, not having to worry, because that's what I grew up with, Miss America and Miss Universe and all that stuff, and I was like, oh, you have to have the perfect body, you have to wear all this makeup. And honestly, that's not what pageants is about, because then you also have toddlers and tiara, oh, you do pageants, you must be one of those girls, and they get all that fake stuff done. And no, that's not what pageantry is about. Pageantry is honestly, what it's about is promoting women, but not in a sense of they're better than men type of thing, which I guess that would go into feminism. But pageantry is just helping girls embrace who they are and giving them abilities that they never thought, and helping them to know that their dreams can come true if they really work hard. And I just love that. I love how empowering that is. And with Princess of America, there are 4 different competitions. There is on-stage question, personal introduction, formal wear, and interview. And I'm really excited because I haven't done a pageant with on-stage question, which is kind of nerve-wracking, but honestly it's just like an interview question. How hard can the question be? I don't know, it's kind of nerve-wracking because you're on stage and you have to kind of have an answer already and you don't know the question, but I honestly just think it's going to go great. And if it doesn't, so what? That's okay, because I haven't done it before, so it's okay, but I'm still practicing and I'm really excited. Choosing the right system is kind of hard because you have USA that you have swimsuit as part of your competition, and that's not for everyone. Not everyone wants to walk on stage in a swimsuit, not everyone feels comfortable with that, and all that getting in shape and everything, and that's completely understandable. But that is that's one, there's a lot of pageant systems that have you have that part of competition, and then there's ones like NAM and Princess of America that you are not you don't have swimsuit as part of the competition, and I really just think that that's great. And also not all pageants are expensive. They are expensive when you think about it. With NAM, it's they actually raised the price this year, so it is it's on the higher end, but I'm not trying to bash them or anything, but it is pricey and it's hard finding sponsors. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard finding sponsors, but if you just find people that will help donate and support you, then it's totally worth it. And if you're really motivated, then you can get it. I believe that you can get the money, and I think that it's honestly just a great experience. Even though it is a lot of money, it's totally worth it. I know that it's hard to justify, oh, you're spending $1,000 million on this, but it's really worth it, and I would totally recommend you trying any pageant system, honestly. But I would honestly look into it. Go on YouTube, search all the videos you can. Literally with NAM, I searched every video that ever was existed for NAM because I just was so determined, and it really helped me just do well in competition. It didn't really like totally help me score well, but it really helped me get an idea before I was there, because I never had done anything like it. So I was like, when I walked in, I was like, oh, hi, like, what? But I totally felt like I was more prepared with all the videos. So just do your research, which is one of the basics of pageants, is do your research. And then like with another basic is just, you know, if you're really determined and you want to do this, you know, go talk to your parents, ask them about it, and also just be prepared, like, be prepared to, by studying, like, if you're going to enter a pageant, you have to do your practice, and honestly, there are pageant coaches, and you can pay them, but I believe that, I mean, obviously you need a mentor, but I don't think that you need to spend $500 million on someone mentoring you. But if you're really just determined, like, practice your personal introduction. Go over it 20 times a day. And with the interview, just sit down with your mom or dad or like your friend or something. And with interview, it's really important to just remember that you're talking to like a friend or something. You just have to be totally natural. And what me and my friend did, my pageant friend, and she told me, just imagine that you're talking to a camera, and it's so much easier if you kind of like for me it's easier to think about that, because I know, hey, I'm looking directly at the camera, and it's like looking in the pageant judge's eye, because that's really important, is eye contact, obviously, but it's just really important to, you know, keep your, because I'm really comfortable on camera and I'm all natural now compared to 500 years ago when I was like, oh, a camera, what, like, I have to talk to this? And so, yeah, that is really important. And I know I'm kind of going all over the place, which if you want, like, because if this is going to be a series, I think I'm going to split it into, like, interview, formal wear, all that stuff, and just tips. But also, just with pageants in general, you're going to make so many friends. Like, I'm not even going to say, like, you, like, go make friends, because you will make friends, and they will be the best friends ever, and they will support you through pageants, because it's honestly, pageants is something that you don't really hear a lot. Like, it's not something that everyone in your school, like, is going to be into. Like, you don't hear about someone competing in pageants, like, they play volleyball or basketball. Like, there'll be a majority of your class that'll do that, but maybe, like, one person will do pageants, kind of that kind of, does that make sense as a scenario? I don't know. But, it's just kind of like that. I mean, it's kind of nerve-wracking, because it's kind of like saying, oh, I make YouTube videos. Not everyone does that. It's kind of weird. So, just know that it's, like, it's okay. Like, have pride in that you do pageants, because I absolutely love saying that I do it, even if people give me a weird look, or, oh, you do pageants, oh, like, it's okay. Like, they have their own thing, and I might not think that that's, like, the coolest thing, or I might think that's weird. So, I mean, it's honestly just, if you're passionate about it, because a lot of pageant systems, they're just really into volunteering and community service, and I think that that is so important. And so, you know, take pride in that. Say, hey, before you judge me, you don't even know what this is about. Like, you don't know what I'm doing. And so I think that that's really important, is just to tell people before they start assuming anything. And even if they do assume something, it's like, so what? You love it? It's okay. Like, you got this, girl. Like, go get it. Okay, so I think that's all for this video, and I know it's kind of all over the place, but I really want to make a series because I know more about this topic, so I feel like it's going to be easier, and I feel like some of you guys might want to do pageants. So I hope that this I can kind of, you know, sum like my NAM experience up, or give like what to expect at an open call or something like that. I don't know. If you really want this to be a series, because I think that this could be a really cool series, I probably extended this way too long, but I love you guys, and be happy. After I dated this guy, I was like, my standards, like, after I saw how I had been treated, how I had, you know, I